Hi guys, and welcome to another YouTube video. The last time I recorded I was in my bonnet and I was chilling. I was a bit tired. I thought today I would record another video when I'm a bit done up and not as tired. Um so how's my 2026 going? Let's start from there. My 2026 is going fairly okay. Well, I wouldn't say fairly, but it's going okay. Um, One thing about me is I don't like to say that I'm okay because there's a bit of a fear that it might go left and then the whole thing is shambles. But that's just me being me and me having my superstitions. Um, but yeah, I'm doing okay. Mental health has been again okay. I don't really talk about mental health as much as I used to on my YouTube channel, only because it's something that's always happening in the background. As you all have seen, I got my license and that was really hard. Like, if I'm being honest, my license was probably harder than my degree. And my degree was hard as well because you had different like avenues and it was self-directed, etc., etc. But for my license, it was a lot of brain work and memory and keeping your emotions under control, which is something that in mental health is very, very like important. So I feel like with my license, it was kind of full circle because I had been trying to get my license for a while, in the sense of like not actively but like in the sense of the back of my mind, like I need to get my license, I need to get my license. And then it was in 2025 where I actively started trying. And yeah, I think, what can I say, for anyone that's dealing with mental health and trying to get their license, one thing, and even if you don't have any mental health issues and you just are somebody that's nervous, one thing that I would really, really recommend is getting a diary and writing everything you want to do by a certain point. That's number one. I said that in my New Year's resolution video as well. But one thing I would say is getting a diary will allow you to have a routine, know when your lessons are, know when your exam is, know when you have to do your theory by, and it just helped me clear my head. Also, one thing about having mental health and having your license is be like really kind to yourself. Like, you're not going to be perfect each lesson. That was my issue as well, I find, and I had this issue till the very end, was that I would be so hard on myself when I didn't drive the correct way, or like I missed taking a turn at the roundabout, or I was too slow, or I was not indicating when I had to indicate. I would beat myself up all the time. And one thing I've noticed is you can't literally live like that and you can't drive like that. Even after you're done with your exam, you need to be able to make mistakes and be like, okay, I made a mistake, but keep it moving. Of course, the mistake shouldn't be great and like immense. I'm saying small mistakes. Be like, okay, I did that. I forgot to indicate. Okay, next time I'll do it. Oh, stuff like that. I would really recommend to be kind to yourself and to take it easy and to not put too much pressure on yourself. You don't have to be a perfect driver. My instructor told me, you only have to be 80%. No one's asking for 100. And I think that goes to say for everything, whether you get your degree, your sixth form results, your GCSEs, you don't have to be perfect. And it took me a while to understand that concept because I'm somebody that wants to be the best at everything. I don't like people telling me you can't do this or you can't do that. So, and it's kind of like, it battles with my mental health because sometimes I'll be like, I really want to go to work every single day of this week. And then you've got your mental health and you're kind of like, I can't because my mind is a bit, overwhelmed sometimes and I don't want to put stress on myself. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? So, yeah, really be mindful of how much pressure you put on yourself. Be mindful of how you talk to yourself and how you're leaving each lesson. It shouldn't be, oh, I did this wrong and I did that wrong. No, it should be, what can I learn? And what I did was I would write notes after each lesson. Notes after notes after notes. Anything that I can remember that my instructor told me, I wrote it down in a book and I kept that book, and I've got that book as well. And now I look back on it and I'm like, rah, like I really wanted this because I was putting in the effort and putting in the work. You have to put in as many hours as you want out of it. So if you want to pass first time, for example, you have to put the hours in, because it's like, if you don't put the hours in, then I don't know, it's almost like you're gambling a bit what the result will be, you know? And at first I didn't get it. I was like, I don't want to do every day, for example, until my exam. But then when I asked my instructor was like, it's the best way to do it, kind of, you know? And yeah, I think so too. I think it's a good way to move forward. But rounding off back to mental health, it's like, be sure to not overwhelm yourself. And nobody's asking you to pass first time. That's not what the goal is with the driving exam. You can do second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, until you get it. But it's about making sure that you're easy on your brain and you're easy on your mind, and you're not making yourself feel like it shouldn't become a chore driving. It shouldn't become a burden driving. It should be a luxury. It should be something you're excited to do, you know? And that's kind of how I've viewed my driving now. Is it's not just a way of transport, but it's a way to relax. It's a way to get away from things, you know? And yeah, aside from driving, I would say mentally, I've been okay. Like, I sometimes feel as though I do something and then I expect to do the next thing. And my OT well-being told me, you have to learn how to complete an achievement and sit in it and be like, okay, I've done this. Now let's chill and relax and like really like accept what I've done and then move forward. Yeah. Sorry, that's my mom sleeping in the background. But like, one thing, I don't think I explained that properly. What I'm trying to say is, when you achieve a goal, make sure you appreciate you've achieved the goal. Don't take it for granted and move on to the next thing so quickly. That's basically what I was trying to say. But I've been this kind of person where I will achieve something and I'll forget that I've achieved it, or I'll be like, oh yeah, but it was so long ago, I need to do something else. That's not healthy. I'm gonna tell you now that once I did my license, I was taking flights. Like, it was orchestrated by my mum, but it was fun to kind of be abroad after I've done something really, really heavy. And even before I did my exam, I was abroad. So it was really nice. I think that's another thing as well. Not just for an exam, not just for a driving exam, but for an exam in general, go away. Like, it doesn't even have to be another country. It could be in the countryside. It could be in Surrey. It could be anywhere. Like, go away for a few days, then come back, complete your task, get your goal done, then move on and move to another country. Have some time in the other country, come back, do your next goal, go to another country. That's the kind of like living I want to do, right? And by God's grace, that's what will happen. But I think for now, I need to just be centered and do small trips, you know, small trips here and there. And that's for anyone that's kind of with mental health as well, traveling. Oh my gosh, like, I didn't realize how much traveling really helps you, and how traveling can really keep you grounded and remind you that, you know, there's a life outside of where you live. And a lot of the goals people make are around where they live, but if you open your mind and you're like, okay, if I live here I could do this, if I live here I could do that, go live for 2 months here, 3 months there, 5 months there, come back to your home in the UK or wherever you live, and then that's it. And I think it's really, really important to kind of spread your wings. Spread your wings and fly. Exactly. And I think that's what I hope to do in the near future, in the far future, whenever I'm ready, basically. And to kind of push forward and ensure that things kind of, to see where my life can go, basically, and where things can go. But yeah, I've been talking for 9 minutes, and I think that's enough talking for the night. Apart from that, if anyone has questions about mental health and how I balance my brain, how I don't allow what this gift that God has given me, how I don't allow it to consume me, and how it doesn't define me, if you have questions on how I handle it, be sure to write down in the comments, how did you do this? How did you do that? How did you do this? And I will be sure to reply and give a constructive reply as best as I can. So yes, please remind yourself that you are loved. Please remind yourself that don't put too much pressure on yourself. You are not meant to be perfect. Anything you do in life takes time. You are not going to overwhelm yourself this year. You're going to take it easy this year, but you're going to achieve the goals that you want to achieve by God's grace. And allowing yourself to fully immerse yourself with friends and family and acquaintances and strangers even, and just learn from everyone around you. That's what you have to really take on from this video, is that you are not boxed in. You have a lot to kind of learn and a lot to look forward to. So I hope this video kind of resonates with some of you. I hope you all understand that life is full of surprises, and sometimes good surprises, sometimes bad surprises, but it doesn't define you, and it doesn't define your ability or your capabilities to achieve your goals or your tasks that you want to do, however big or small. So yes, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for some more lovely vids and vlogs and voiceovers, because I think the voiceovers are really good. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, much love, and stay blessed. Bye.